Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
In this video, we will presentation our project. The title is Application of Association Rule Mining, a priori algorithm for analysis of household needs per case pattern. The case study is on Sukatmi credit store in Tanggamus, Semaka Regency. Before we start our project, we will introduce ourselves. My name is Prayoga Affandi, and my friend Faiz Nizar. Okay, let's go from the first mastery. The first is background. Our background is in this store, transaction data reflects the unique purchasing pattern of household in rural or credit-rich area. This data is ideal for association role mining because it focuses on the shopping basket and can provide immediately applicable strategic recommendation to increase cross-selling and inventory efficiency. Okay, next. The next is introduction. The first point is business phenomenon. In this store, the Sukatmi credit store operates on credit system, which generate a large volume of routine transaction data. The store needed a more effective sales strategy, particularly in packaging and product placement. The second point is problem. The store don't yet know for certain which product will be purchased together. Product arrangement and promotion are still based on intuition, not data. The last point is project objective. Find association rule if A, then B that have high support, confidence, and the value so that store can create product, package, or arrange good optimally. Okay, next. The next material is project method, association role mining. We use algorithm is we use a priori algorithm, the classic and most effective algorithm for finding frequent item set. The next is K concept. The first is support, the percentage of occurrence of product combination out of total transaction determine frequent item sets. The next is confidence, the probability that Y is purchased given that X has already been purchased X more than Y. Determine the strength of rules. The last is Olive ratio. Measure that strength of the relationship between X and Y of value more than 1. Indicates a positive and significant relationship. The last is data mining type. Unsupervised learning. Because there are target labels, the goal is only to find pattern or relationship. Okay, next. The next is data or dataset. As the data economy expands, business face several challenges that need to be addressed to fully capitalize on data opportunities. Our dataset, the name is dataset project data mining. With the file is type of file is CSV. The next is number of data. In this CSV, there are 3,000 more row of data. The next is data structure. There are two columns that is ID transaction and product. The next is data nature, no classification label. Since this is an association role mining project, there is no class label Y to explain the a priori data is non-classified type. The purchase item is X. The goal is to predict another X. Okay, next. Next is about field in the dataset. In this dataset, we mix. There are many product of the store. For the example, there are a detergent, telur ayam, mie instant, and others. And the next The next is coding stage. In this stage, we show how transaction data is converted into a binary metric, a format that a priori understand. For example, we install, the first is install library. There are ML extend for algorithm a priori. The next is matplotlib for visualization. The next is matplotlib for statistic visualization. The next is plotly for interactive graphic. The last is network X for graphic uh, berarah. Okay, next. The next is loading dataset. The first, we have to program with a load dataset. Uh, in this program, we load the dataset. The dataset is data project data mining CSV. We use pandas library. Okay. And the next material will presentation with my friend. Okay, Faiz Nizar.
Okay. Thank you, Prayoga Affandi. Next. As the encoded dataset in this step, the data is cleaning dataset in this step. In the data is clean, spin the product and normalize the next. Labeling. The next step is the labeling step. This step is to change the number of products uh, purchased into transaction category small or medium or large to make it easier to analyze, visualize, or use in machine learning and data mining model. Extraction feature. The next step is the encoder step to convert the product list in each transaction into is true or false. Format the edge product so that it can be used for the a priori algorithm. Next on program implementation. Okay. First is install addition library first. ML for algorithm a priori. Matplotlib for visualization. Uh, Matplotlib for static visualization. Plotly for attractive graph. And network X for directed graphs. Next, import library. Here we have prepared a dataset to be prof or load dataset. Uh, Dataset to be processed with name dataset project data mining.csv. Here we only show for example of the data. There are the transaction ID and product column. Next, number three, pre-processing. The function of pre-processing in this step is to clean data, split programs, and normalize programs. Next, for labeling, the function of labeling is to change the number of product purchased into transaction category small or medium or large and extraction feature. The next step is the encoder step to convert the product list in each transaction into a true or false format for each product so that it can be used for the a priori algorithm. Next, and in the next meeting, we will explain data modeling for a priori algorithm. Stay tuned for the video. I'll return it to program to Prayoga Affandi to conclude.
Okay, the conclusion of our project is the first is strong pattern identification. This project successfully identified strong and frequent household purchasing pattern at the Sukatmi credit store using the a priori algorithm. The second is useful association rules. Association rule with significantly values where identified E point G granulated sugar 1 kilogram, the right arrow ground coffee with high confidence indicating a clear purchase relationship. The third is method validity. The a priori implementation was effective in processing Sukatmi store transaction data for cross-selling and product structuring. The suggestion is the first layout of goods. Store are advised to place product with strong relationship, leave uh, US and 1.0 US close together. For example, placing white bread and jam in the same area can encourage impulsing buying. The second is promotion package or bundling. Create product bundles for frequently purchased item. For example, the early month saving packets include 5 kilogram of rice, 2 liter of cooking oil, and 1 kilogram of granulated sugar, which is the item set with the highest support. The third is advanced analysis. It is recommended to perform association role mining analysis based on additional demographic variable such as gender of location to find more segmented and specific pattern. Okay, next. Okay, the next is closing. Thank you so much for your attention. If there are any question, you can put in the comment. Thank you for your attention again. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.